Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Friday. Well, I put a picture of this in the beginning so you can see what this looks like. For some reason I can't find the page that actually belongs with this. For some reason I might have put it in the other one all in the same place. But yeah. So this is an 11 count, and I'm using 2 strands on this because of the tan background. But yeah, and I hadn't worked on it in a while, so I thought, why not? I needed an easy button again today. Oh my gosh, what a day. So I went with my daughter this morning. We left here about 8:45-ish. And we went here and there and to several points on the river and points on the creeks, and yeah, we didn't find squat. If you wanted a big tree or a big log, you could have had it, yeah, but no. And all we had was a little teeny tiny handsaw. It's just like for cutting branches and stuff to get kindling if you're out camping. Yeah, no, it wasn't working for us. So we picked up a few rocks. Yeah, I left them out on the porch. I was not real thrilled. So we did that until, about, I think it was 11, a little bit after 11. And then we decided it was time for lunch, so we went to lunch. But we had a good time. We crawled up and down ravines here and there and over rocks and crap. And yeah, by 11 o'clock I was done. I know it's only 2 hours. But she still had to go to work and had a few things she had to attend to before she went to work, but she didn't go to work till 5. So, yeah. And yesterday, let's see, this is catch-up day. The furnace guy showed up. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I'm back. I had to go get my handy-dandy water bottle. It's my big old water bottle. It has 25 fluid ounces. It's filled with water from this morning. Oh, God. It takes a lot of energy to go up and down those little ravines. So anyway, furnace guy shows up yesterday, puts the part in, gets the thing running, it runs. He, lets it run its cycle, and then he started again, started up just fine. About 10:30 last night. Oh, and I paid him in between all that. About 10:30 at night, it wouldn't start up. I tried to turn it on, and it wouldn't start up. So we went and did our thing this morning, and I called him here about 5 minutes ago. And he's coming tomorrow morning, hopefully. So we'll see. We will see. But I'm pretty convinced that there's something else wrong. I'm not sure. So that's where we're at on the furnace. So we're back to using our little, what do you call it? Our little jiffy heater. Which is fine, because 95% of the time I'm sitting on the couch. And so is Molly. Every once in a while, in the summertime, she'll go sit on the floors are all wood. Don't get real excited. That's not good wood. We put plyboard or OSB board down and painted it and all that. So it's not like it's teak or anything. So, yeah, I am not a happy camper. It does look like somebody could figure this out. I haven't really started on this one too much. I got more going on the other one than I do this one, but of course I can find the colors for the right one. I'm trying to keep all my my big ones with their big bags. They have a bag for their all their thread, because this is the bag. I have one of these bags and it's chock full. Of course, because it's a big, huge picture. Yeah, it's been a day. And then I had to go run to the post office. And, yeah. I'm going the wrong damn way. Hang on. If I could just get that in there. Last night I worked on, what is it called? Get down. With the needle. With thy needle, maybe? Whoops. Get it in the right place this time. Silly girl. With Thy Needle 2 by Leela's Studio. I love that picture. So I'm almost up one whole side of that. Just side. But I mean, I've got the edge. We'll call it the edge. There you go. The so-called borders. There's two, like, wide borders on it. So I've been working on it. And it's funny, after I worked a little bit on that tablecloth piece, the harvest one that I'm doing on the reused tablecloth. Well, after I've been doing that for so long, and then I go to 28 count even weave, that's actually, the holes are where it's supposed to be. Man, I was flying last night, so I'm just going to keep working on it for a while. Just here and there. And it doesn't have a whole lot of color changes, if you will. I mean, there's enough. You know, there might be 2, possibly 3 colors in one motif. It just depends what the motif is. But it's not too bad. I can hardly wait to start on the picture part of it. So, yeah. Because there's like 4, I'm guessing from what I can remember, 4 picture sizes, maybe 11 by 14. I don't know. I'm just guessing sizes. Might be even smaller than that, but they're full coverage areas. And then you have some, what do you call it? Writing. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So I just needed to sit down and stitch, because this morning I was like hell-bent that my daughter and I are going to go somewhere, because she's been working her butt off all week, and she's just about 6 jumps ahead of a fit and needs to go get some fresh air. That's what we do in the mountains. We go get fresh air and walk it off. Well, we walked it off up and down and through a couple creeks. Got my shoes and my socks both wet. And at least we weren't burning up this weekend. So next weekend we're going to go to another place, if we can possibly get there. But I got to work on Saturday, and she's got she got, I think it was 3 cords of wood that needs to be stacked. They just dump it in the driveway and then they stack it. I mean, the people that bring it don't stack it. Of course, that'd probably be extra. You know how that goes. So, yeah. Fun times. So they just stack it up, and they get 3 cords, and they get that all stacked up, and then they go maybe a month or 2, and they get 2 more, and probably in the end, they've got 4 to 6 cords of wood. Sorry, I am dried out. I feel like I've had about 90 cups of coffee today. So, you know, when it's all said and done, but they need it all stacked and laid in before winter really hits, and it's supposed to snow this weekend, and she's got to move all the crap away from they have a wood burning stove. So in the summertime, they just stack stuff up there, but she's got to move it so they can actually use it in the wintertime. So yeah, it's just too much fun. Too much fun. I'm telling you. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. I'm telling you. But, you know, I've come to the conclusion, if this guy does not know what he's doing on the furnace, that I'm just going to go and buy some space heaters. Because I'm done. I can't. And there's no way to even put a wood-burning stove in here. You'd have to build a, I don't know what you call it, put in a fireproofing wall behind it, and then cut a hole in the roof on top of everything else. Now there is a space where somebody had a chimney at one point, you know, and it was like a freestanding thing in the middle somewhere, in between, say, the front room and the kitchen. That we're talking maybe, it's a good 15 feet from end to end, maybe. I can't remember. Let's see. There's 8. So 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. So 8 feet times 4. So it can't be 32 feet, I don't believe. But each one of those panels, I'm trying to figure out, unless it was 4 across, like 4 feet across. But we had 4 by 8 sheets. I don't remember how she quite laid them down. Looks like they're end to end, so it might be 20 feet. But hey, really? So Molly, she had to stay home because it was not an adventure for her. She would have gone, but I worry about her. She's so little that most places we go has ground, I want to call it ground canvas. Cactus, hello, you know, that grows real short to the ground, so I don't want her to get it in her feet and all that crap, because it's usually a sandy dirt area. Now this was mostly pine needles and a little bit of gravel. Oh yeah, it was great. Up and down, up and down, up and down. We did that about 4 or 5 times. Then we got some rocks. I found 2 little sticks about, a 1.5 feet long. I'm just convinced they don't have any driftwood. So we'll try one more time in one more place next weekend. And if we don't find anything, we'll wait till spring before they get ready for the rafters and move some of the woods out of the way. But it's mostly big trees that have fallen. I don't know. When I was in Kansas, the driftwood was pieces that were maybe 2 to 4 feet long at the most. They didn't have big trees like that. So we had all different kinds of driftwood. But not here. Because some of these trees, they sit by the creeks, and then, you know, time and the water running against it, it erodes the ground. So yeah, nuts. Absolutely nuts. Now, tomorrow I won't have a live because I have to go to work at 2 o'clock. So, we'll see. I gotta work 2 to 10 tomorrow, which will be too much fun at all. Boy, this needle is huge. I've got some extra thin ones. Cut that a minute. So it feels like all I've done is run for 2 days. But next week will be a different story. I work Saturday, I'm off Sunday. Then I work Monday and Tuesday, and I'm off Wednesday because the girl I'm working for tomorrow, we won't have a live, did I say that? She's going to work for me on Wednesday. So, we'll see. We will see how that goes. That works much better. Much better needle. Sometimes they just get a little fat. That is kind of a thick one, but it probably came with this because I usually use the one that comes with it. And if it comes with more than one, I just put it on my Little tomato. It's chock full of stuff. Yep. So, we'll see. I just don't know why I'm so thirsty, but up and down, up and down, up and down. And the one we went down one time, it wasn't too terribly steep or hard to get down, and that's where I got my feet wet because we had to cross a teeny tiny creek. It was more like overflow. Yeah, it was great. But we had a good time, we did. And then we went to lunch, and that was even better, so fun. Yummy. Because we really needed to get away some days. I told you the kids went to this place they call the pumpkin patch. So they have to get on a bus. They go to the Boys and Girls Club, and then at noon they had to take their little sack lunches if they had a sack lunch, or they're eating Lunchables. They like their Lunchables. It's kind of a nice little fill-in. And they get on a bus and go down to Salida, which is like a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm trying to move you over, sorry. From here, and go to this place that evidently grows pumpkins. The weather is a little milder down there, so that's what, and what do you call it? The ground is different down there. It's not so rocky. So, I know, go 45 minutes and everything changes, right? I hear something rumbling. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to snow this weekend. It'll be great. Tuesday, it's supposed to snow. Yeah, come on, buddy. I need heat. But I'll go get a, what do you call it? Some kind of a heater. I mean, I've got two of these little ones. I can put one in the bedroom and one in here. I just kind of have to rearrange a couple things so I can set it someplace. Because it's on the wrong plug-in. So every once in a while, it'll trip that trigger, so I have to restart everything. It's great. We're having fun now. Just nothing happens till it all happens at once. My daughter hadn't said anything about Halloween, so I'm assuming that they're having their Halloween party at school. She didn't say anything about getting she usually buys their costumes online because the ones down there, Salida, I told you, it's like 45 minutes away. They're usually so picked over that we can't find anything in their size. I don't know if they're even making costumes. If they're making costumes or if they're getting them, so she hadn't said. I don't think, frankly, she's had time to really think about it too much, so it happens. She's got stuff going, I got stuff going. I'm just trying to get my act together. So, other than that, I think that's about enough. I put a couple clips before I started filming this part, and I'll put them in there of what the little creeks look like. I call them creeks. They're probably tributaries of the Arkansas or whatever. I have no idea. But there's one too terribly, I've shown pictures before and what it looks like when it's spring runoff. So, we'll see. think I got one more piece of this. But I do have to end this thread. But this sews up real nice. It's a lovely, it's one of those spring kits. I think it's called spring. Big things. I don't have the specs on it, so I can't begin to tell you what size it is. Oh, here it says 422 by, well, it looks like 812. So it goes up and down, but that's the square. That's counting squares across, if you will. I don't know how else to explain that. So no more plans. We're just trying to get through the week here. Sunday I'm not planning on doing nothing or going anywhere. I may have to go to the laundromat, but short of that, we're not going very far. Kind of coming at me here. And it wasn't windy or anything out there. It was a little chilly when we first got out. But it was about 50 some degrees when we left here this morning. We're all layered up in clothes. But I didn't have to take anything off. So that was a good thing. Because the weekend we went on my birthday, it got real hot. It got about 70 degrees. So but other than that, I don't know, I need a nap, I think. I'm just plumb tuckered out from today. And it just seemed like we were doing that for maybe a half an hour. But we'd go someplace and look, and, well, if it was too steep, neither one of us could get down. Or my daughter didn't think that she could get me out of there, then we weren't going down it. At one point, it was like a 90-degree angle, and I'm like, nope, I'll stay in the car. I'll call 911 when you can't get up. So, yeah, we did that a couple of times. And then we finally got to some places that were a little easier access. My granddaughter would have had a field day at this one place. It was just nothing but a field of rocks. I mean, had a few boulders, and it had rocks anywhere from boulder sides down to, small rocks everywhere. She likes collecting rocks. I don't know what she's going to do with it, but I told my daughter sooner or later we'll have enough to build a wall. I told my daughter we should take a sack lunch and the 2 kids, and they could just go rock hunting for like 3 or 4 hours and be totally pacified. This is one of those fields where they had a landslide, and then they just, like on the other side of the road, like opposite from where this field's at, and then they just pushed whatever came down over into this field. But they did have a bunch of, like pieces of wood and bark and stuff like that, but now it's totally clean. I mean, except for the rocks. We thought it looked real different from when we had last been there. It's been a couple years. Gotta see where my camera's at. Oh, we're good then. So, yeah, fun times. I love it when that one strand likes to just stick up. It drives me crazy crackers. Get up there. Well, we got through that little mess. I can't make it all the way over there. I may have to get me another strand. See if there's... Usually I roll it up, you know, because the rest of it's rolled up here. So sometimes it gets caught. I'll have to figure that out. Give me a second. What is that, a blue X? It has a nice big key on it. Can you see that? Yeah, it's real big. So I just got to unroll it just a bit. Number 18. Then roll it back. Still got my jumbos. Usually when I'm sitting with it, I will put that just like that on the outside. What did I say that was? 18? I'll find it here in a minute. I really need to clean my desk off again. And again and again and again. But get up there. I just love the colors in this. They're nice and muted. Just beautiful. No, it wasn't 18. Really? Oh man, if I did all that wrong, I am gonna be pissed. God. We're having a day. Oh, I see. Yep. Frick. Pale green. There's only 57 colors in this. Only. Where is that light? Green. Oh, there it is. 44. Yeah, so I'll take that all out later. Damn it. Really? 44. Jeez. Lots of pretty browns. 45, 44. And they're nice long pieces, so they come out really easy. That's irritating. Yeah, I'll do that off camera, because what else have we got to do? I have a blue about that color. It looks like 825 or 823, something like that. Yeah. Special. So we'll just work on that green. A lot of that lime green along there. I don't know if I can get it. All right, I am back. This phone has just been acting weird. So I think I got the right color for the right symbol here. Let's hope. So anyway, I don't know what I was talking about, but we'll just go on. So another great events here in town, I do believe. It should be quiet, except we still have people coming to look at the leaves, which is fun. Now this morning, we were up there at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was barely anybody on the road. We saw maybe less than 10 people. I know, I'm in the wrong place. Less than 10 people, we passed physical people. And normally that road would be chock full, and by the time we were coming down, it was probably 10:30 or closer to 11, I guess, because we did stop at one more place on the way down. So then there started to be like a pile of cars coming by, going up. So I guess they all had to wait for it to get warm. Now, we just wear our winter clothes. We're good. We're good. But it just seemed odd that we were going without the grandkids because, they like to go, but after a while, they get tired of the whole mess. They're not like us. We can kind of go for all day. If my daughter hadn't had to go to work or, it was like a free day, we wouldn't come home till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But we're just trying to fit everything in today before the end of the week. So, come on. Yeah, so I'm kind of sad I got to take all that blue out because it's the wrong symbol. I was supposed to be doing the black. And all of them are blue X's. Every one of them. It's special. I'm telling you. It just, some days, I just get far too much going on. I don't know how I've managed to get, what do you call it, with my needle, thy needle, in the right position. But it sure is easier to stitch on even weave than that silly tablecloth. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's just, you just get used to it, after you've stitched a little bit. So it wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was bad. And then I started doing it on 28 count, and I was just flying. It was like I could see the holes. Yay. I think the other might be like a 32 close to 32 count. Whatever it is. But I mean, the thread lays on it nice and it doesn't cinch up or anything weird. I'm about to get the second pumpkin done there. So, fun times. So we'll just stitch along on this color for just a little bit and see how this goes. I love that tan. It's what tan I needed for some of those deer that I was doing in Molly. She's sitting on the porch. I actually got the door open. She just likes to go out there and sit on the porch, but she can't keep her mouth shut, so I have to bring her in, and then she'll go back out. Or she gets the point and shuts up for about 5 minutes. There's nobody that she can see because the porch sits kind of back in. It's not like she could see people really coming and going from their houses. She'd have to get it at a totally different angle. But yeah, it's special. Just having a special week. Can we get through October already, please? No. It's not bad if I didn't have all this other stuff going on. Oh, thank you for the person that bought me a coffee. You know who you are. Greatly appreciated. It'll go towards mailing and and buying things for the channel and stuff. So I greatly appreciate that. But the reason I got out with my with thy needle is I was watching Fiber Talk. It comes on Wednesdays. Hey. And I don't know what time it is where you're at. It's usually 6 o'clock on Wednesday nights for like an hour, hour and a half. But they were talking to Jean from The Attic, and she was showing that one that was done. Oh, just love it. Yeah, I love it just as much as when I bought it. It hasn't done anything bad. It depends if I want to work on it or not, because it takes a hot moment, but they all do. You know? I just got to be more patient, so we're learning patience. But sometimes I just want stuff to be done. I should get out that crazy blackbird, the little bird in the round, if you will. I think it was something about autumn, because it's in that book. Something about autumn. Oh, goodness gracious. And of course I divided these up into 3s instead of 2s. How handy, huh? How handy is that? We're getting it. We're getting it. At least I can see this green. It has a nice, like I said, nice big, what do you call it? Key that runs along the side, so it's not real hard to find which symbol is which. Because each one of those symbols is about 1/4 of an inch, maybe even a little bit bigger on the side. And I don't have my book with me right now, so can't find it. It's in probably with the other one. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't pull that out. I just knew that was the wrong bag, so I didn't even go looking. Fun times, huh? I know. How many times can I say fun times? So, move my glasses out of the way because, you know, my luck, I will drop it for sure. At least this will be a nice long video. And you can just sit there and stitch. Yeah, the first time I started this video, it said I only had 27 minutes. I'm like, okay. And then the next thing I know, it shut itself off. So then I went and uploaded what I had, erased it from my my phone, and went to start again, and it says I have unlimited space. What the hell is that? I don't get it. I'm just not tech savvy enough to get that. So, the crap you have to learn. They don't teach you in high school. Except they're probably teaching my kids keyboard, because computers were just starting up when they got to high school. And now my daughter can text with 2 thumbs. Didn't learn that in high school myself, so yeah, didn't have such a thing. She can type faster with 2 thumbs than I can with 10 fingers on the typewriter. That's okay. The skills. Oh, I found out that Black Widow is going to be on Disney Plus. So I might go look at that and see if I can watch that, because I like the Avengers series. They're okay. I didn't like the fact they killed off Tony. But, you know, Iron Man, because we kind of started with Iron Man. I used to watch S.H.I.E.L.D. all the time. But that, I don't remember that it had superheroes. I don't remember. They had other different people. But I watched that. back when I lived in Kansas. It kept us occupied. But I haven't watched too many series on, say, TV, because I'm either working nights or I had a job 5 nights a week, and it just didn't pay off, and I didn't have any kind of TV where I could, like, what do you call it? Like record it and watch it later type thing. No. It was a mess. So we got rid of all that and got Roku. Now it takes twice as long to find whatever you're looking for, so it is what it is. I just needed the internet. That's all I asked for. Don't ask for much, just need the internet. So, and it beats paying $200 a month for my cable internet bill, because that was getting a little bit old, especially when I didn't watch TV on a daily basis. Basically using it for like football games or something special, because I didn't have any of the special channels and all that. So we're just going to go right across here. Make it real simple. But that's not too much to rip out. I think I'll know when I hit that black. That's irritating though. It won't take very long to take out though. Come on. Last weekend not last weekend, maybe the weekend before, I sat there and watched all 3 of the Iron Man on Disney Channel I didn't even know I had. So, they have a good selection. So if I want to watch something and I can't find nothing on Netflix, or get tired of watching foreign movies where I got to read subtitles, it is what it is. I watched something the other night, now I can't remember what it was. I was going to tell you about it, but it went right out of my brain. I'll write it down, and then next time I'll tell you. Oh, for pity's sake. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I have my video out before I go to work. We'll see. God bless. Keep stitching.